Alright, ladies and gents, it's time to get spooky. I want to hear about the scariest paranormal event that's ever happened to you. Did you see a ghost in your house? Hear voices in the dead of night? Or maybe you've experienced something so unexplainable that it still gives you chills to this day.
My neighbor's daughter always seemed a bit off, but I never imagined just how creepy things could get. I was helping her mother clean out their attic when I stumbled upon a stack of her drawings. They were all of the same man, with no face. The way she drew him was so eerie, like she had seen him before. And when I asked her about it, she just giggled and said, "He's my friend, but you can't see him." I've never been more unsettled in my life.
I woke up in the middle of the night and saw a figure standing at the foot of my bed. I'm not one to believe in ghosts or anything like that, but what I saw that night has haunted me ever since. I woke up to the feeling of someone watching me, and when I opened my eyes, there was a figure standing at the foot of my bed. It was too dark to make out any features, but I could feel its eyes boring into me. I tried to scream, but no sound would come out. And then, just like that, it was gone.
I heard strange noises coming from my attic. I thought it was just my imagination at first, but the noises coming from my attic were getting louder and more frequent. It sounded like someone was moving around up there, but every time I went to investigate, the attic was completely empty. I even had a professional come in to check it out, but they found nothing. To this day, I still don't know what was making those noises.
My child's imaginary friend keeps telling them to do terrible things. At first, I thought it was just a phase, but the more my child talked about their imaginary friend, the more I became concerned. Billy was always telling my child to do things that were downright terrifying. Things like setting things on fire or hurting animals.
Moving into a new apartment can be exciting, but what I found in mine was anything but. Tucked away in a drawer, I found a diary that belonged to the previous tenant. As I started reading, I realized that they had been keeping track of my every move. They knew what time I left for work, what I ate for breakfast, and even who I talked to on the phone. I never felt safe in that apartment again.
I woke up with scratches on my back. I've always been a sound sleeper, so imagine my surprise when I woke up to find scratches on my back. The strange thing is, I sleep alone. I live alone and no one else has been in my bedroom. The scratches were deep and looked like they were made by fingernails. I still don't know how they got there.
Every night at exactly 3 a.m., I hear a baby crying outside my bedroom window. At first, I thought it was just a neighborhood baby, but when I looked outside, there was no one there. The crying is so loud and so real, it's like the baby is right next to me. I don't know what to do.
I was doing some gardening when I found a doll buried in my backyard. It looked old and worn, like it had been there for a long time. Ever since I found it, strange things have been happening around my house. Doors opening and closing by themselves, objects moving on their own. I can't help but feel like the doll is somehow responsible.
Every night, I have the same nightmare. I'm walking through a dark forest, and I can hear something chasing me. I can never see what it is, but I can feel it getting closer and closer. When I wake up, I'm drenched in sweat and can still feel the presence of whatever was chasing me.
I saw a ghostly figure in my old family photo. I was going through some old family photos when I noticed something strange. In one of the photos, there was a ghostly figure standing in the background. It was faint, but it was definitely there.
Lately, I've been hearing my name being whispered, but when I look around, no one is there. It's like the voice is coming from inside my head. At first, I thought I was just imagining things, but it's been happening more and more frequently. I'm starting to feel like I'm losing my mind.
I found a hidden room in my house, and it's filled with creepy dolls. I was exploring my house when I stumbled upon a hidden room. It was filled with old, creepy dolls. They were all staring at me with their lifeless eyes, and I could feel them watching me.
Lately, I've been having deja vu, but it's for things that haven't happened yet. I'll be going about my day, and suddenly, I'll feel like I've experienced the moment before. It's starting to feel like I can see into the future, and it's both exciting and terrifying.
I don't know if it's just my imagination, but my reflection in the mirror is starting to look different. It's like the person staring back at me isn't me anymore. Their eyes are darker, their smile is twisted. Every time I look in the mirror, I feel like I'm looking at a stranger.
I've been hearing strange noises coming from my walls lately. Scratching, scurrying sounds that sound like something is living in there. I tried to investigate, but every time I knock on the wall, the sounds stop. It's like whatever is in there knows I'm onto it. I'm afraid to go to sleep at night.